Hello there and welcome back. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can get started with Pyramid Flow. And basically, it's an AI tool which allows you to use either text to video or image to video techniques. And it is able to generate high resolution shorts, and basically the length or the duration of the images or videos is between 3 and 10 seconds with 24 fps, and it has a pretty decent resolution as well. So what do I have in the machine? So as the GPU I'm using is a 4070 Super with the OC version, and I have not much to say about it. And when you try to use the Pyramid Flow, if you go to the documentation, you will see that it is currently using Python 3.8.10. So you will have to install this specific version, otherwise you may run into issues. The next thing that you have to do is to, after installing Python, you have to install PyTorch. And basically, what you have to do is to install the one with the appropriate version of CUDA. And if you go to the documentation, you can see that the PyTorch 2.1.2 version is needed. And this version, the highest one that you have to or can use with the CUDA is the 12.1. So after installing all these dependencies, what you can do is to basically navigate to the appropriate directory. Here on my machine, it's in the AI. And here I have the pflow virtual environment. So pflow scripts activate.ps1. And if we shoot Python dash capital V, you can see that this is using the Python 3.8.10. What do we have in this repository? So after I have prepared the virtual environment with the CUDA version, the PyTorch version, what I did was to clone the Pyramid Flow repository. And I have the Neovide installed. So here, if I navigate to the Pyramid Flow, you will see that I have the app.py. The app.py is a Gradio application, and it's basically a web interface for your generative AI applications. And technically this comes with the Pyramid Flow that you just installed. And if we go back to the Neovide and open this app.py, if you take a look at closer, you will see that it has a model repository. And you have two models that you can use. One is the Pyramid MMDIT or the Pyramid Flow Miniflux or Miniflux. And basically you can fine tune different aspects of your application. And by default, whatever is generated is going to be put into your Pyramid Flow folder. So what do I have here? I did some generation, and the one I am most proud of is this one. So yeah, this is a little bit trippy, but the prompt I used was to generate a pug who is fighting dinosaurs in the sunset in Greek armor on a cliff nearby the sea. And this definitely qualifies as a pug. And the armor is also kind of okay, but it is definitely not a dinosaur. Okay, and then we have a samurai pug traveling on a spaceship. This is, I think it's better, or looks better. And I also have another one, which is an anime girl looking at the sunset in the city. So, how do we use this model? Here in my pyramid flow directory, I have to issue the app.py. Hopefully my recording software will survive this endeavor. So once the machine starts, I can visit either of these links, and we are greeted with this web UI. And first things first, you have to select the resolution of the video, and the duration, if it's set to 16, it will produce a 3-second video. If you want to go longer, you have to use the duration as 31, which will result in a 10-second video. For now, it is going to be okay if you get a 3-second video. And there are different models or prompts that we can use. The limit that we have is that it is supposed to be 128 words. So let's generate this one. And in the prompt, okay, we can see that this is now going with 5 seconds per iteration, which is good. So this is the number of the iterations, and this is the speed. So if it goes with 5 seconds per iteration, and we have 16 iterations, then it will take 80 seconds to generate, whatever we generate. And I have in mind basically a project. I should just find the time to work on it. So to create a Python script, which is going to use an API to download the prompt, spin up my virtual environment with the pyramid workflow, generate the appropriate number of videos, and then create a YouTube Shorts, and then post it on YouTube. One thing which I didn't really like was that when I generated this 10 seconds video, it took like 10 hours to generate it. And for whatever reason, when I was watching as it generated these videos, by the end of it, it slowed down. And the slowdown was like in tenfolds or so. So at first it started with like 600 seconds per iteration. And after that, at the end, it was 4,000 seconds per iteration, which is not sounding so good, because if we say 4,000 seconds per iteration, it means that it takes 66 minutes to get 1 second of content that you are generating. And this was the end result. So, I mean, I'm no one to blame the developers of this framework, because this is truly remarkable, but maybe there is something wrong with my setup. So now, if everything went well, we are supposed to see the result. And here you can see that the GPU is kind of working in not overtime, but yeah. And if you take a look at this video, this is the result. So it's not bad. And it also has the capability to generate an image to video. So let's say that we want to fly over the, come on. The Eiffel Tower. FPV flying over the Eiffel Tower. Let's stop it and restart it. So image to video. Let's refresh it. So FPV fly over the Eiffel Tower. Great. So let's see another video which was generated. If it starts to, oh, no tokenizer. Oh, now it's starting the generation. It's not even that slow. Okay, and the other thing that I did, or I had to do before I could do anything, is the download that PY. So when you install the PyTorch module, the CUDA, download or clone the repository, what you have to do is to download your models. And this consumes a considerable amount of storage space. So 3 size. And we select the directory, desktop, AI, and pyramid flow. Good. So the models that I had to download are 32 gigabytes, which is kind of a long download. But this is a very basic script that is able to take a model path and then download your given model. And once you have downloaded it, you have to modify the app.py because the app.py will have a default model directory, which is the pyramid flow model. And as always, I didn't read the documentation. So basically I downloaded it to the models. And when I started the app.py, I had to face this consequence, meaning that it started to download the models into the original directory. So what I had to do is to modify basically the directory for this model. All right. Oh, we are almost ready. Let's see how the Eiffel Tower looks like. It is still working on something. And of course, you do not need the Gradio application to use it. You can use it from command line. Maybe I will create another video about that, but I'm not sure. Oh, and now we are flying towards the Eiffel Tower. Okay, so that was all I wanted to show you in this video. See you in the next one.